What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing out there today in cyberspace? All right, today we are going to talk about businesses. My name is Nitra. This is my co host, Erskine. Today he's EA. Last week he was EJ. So
Yeah.
today is I can't even get my thoughts together. Jesus have mercy, help me um with this. All right, okay. All right, so my name is Nitra. I am currently in the DMV. This is my homeboy from since 14 years old. We've been knowing each other, Erskine Alexander. Um, I'm gonna. You know what? I can't even talk today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was just talking fine previously before we went on the air. Now it's like I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I am Nitra. I am a jack of all trades, a master of some. I am a mother of generational children. If you don't know what generational children are, that is children born in two different decades. I have a 24-year-old, as it be 25 in May, a 22-year-old, and a 14-year-old. And I have a grand kiss. I do not say grandchild. I have a grand kiss. So I am affectionately known as Honey to my grandchild. Okay. I have an IT background. I work for the Department of None of Your Business. But that's okay. I am a entrepreneur by heart. Actually, matter of fact, my degree is in business administration, but I have a concentration in entrepreneurship because that is where my heart is. But IT pays my bills currently. This is I actually have two businesses on the side. So hey, this is what I like doing. I like doing just stuff. But I'm gonna kick it over to EJ and let him introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Nitra, for that beautiful
That
introduction.
fumbling
That's
introduction.
all right. That's all. Hello, everybody. My name is Erskine E.J. Alexander. I am checking in from the great city.
Hey,
And
Tamika.
oh,
I'm sorry.
yo,
Tamika Lindsay said, "Hey, y'all."
Tamika Lindsay. That's my girl, Tamika. So anyway, again, my name is Erskine Alexander. I got excited because Tamika, that's my little sister right there. That's the big homie. So I always get excited when I hear Tamika's voice. But anyway, I'm Erskine Alexander, and I am checking in from the great city of New York. I live out in the suburbs, about 45 minutes north of the city. But we represent the NYC to the fullest. I'm a licensed mental health clinician here in New York. And I've been working as a mental health professional here going on 22 years, been a New York resident for 22 years. I'm also working in private practice. And this year makes a solid 11 years. And it's always a blessing to be able to give back to therapy and just working with people who have mental health issues. I am also an actor. I'm in the ABC series For Life. I'm out of jail now. And I was also in the movie Six Tales of Sin, and I'm also currently filming the movie Need Familiar 2, which will be released
You're
hopefully
going in and out.
which will be released hopefully in the spring of this year. So I hope you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? So anyway, that is my story. I'm a proud husband of a proud husband of my beautiful wife Sabrina, and 16 years, y'all. 16 years married, 20 years total, and we're the proud parents of a blossoming 12 and a half year old daughter.
Ah,
So yes, I'm not generational. We just one generation.
child, it is it. When I say generational children, it is the blues at times. It is the blues at times because sometimes you be like, oh, this the younger one to keep me kind of young or whatever, whatever. But then the other times you be like, the hell was I damn thinking about? Like I could have been doing other stuff, but I got
But
this one over
but,
here,
but these are the children of the future, and it's our job to
and
guide.
that is scary as shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That is. scariest shit.
So yeah, so
But
that's
anyway,
we're
I'm
here. We're
sorry.
here. We're here. And big shout out. Also, I want to give a big shout out to my guy in the DMV, Mr. Justin Douglas at justdoesit.com. He's the one responsible for hooking me up with all this dope NBC gear. Morris Brown College. Oh, yeah, I didn't say that. Morris Brown College, class of 99 graduate. I'm also Columbia University, class of 2001 graduate. It'll make 20 years since I've been out of graduate school this year. So,
Hmm.
time flies. Time doesn't wait up for nobody. So,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
yes,
And I'm gonna give a shout out to
yes.
Ronnie Brown. It's a female in the DMV. This is her brand. She is a girl CEO. You can't see girl CEO right here because it's in white, but that is where I got this T-shirt from
Okay.
her. And if you are a female entrepreneurship, she has a lot of great things to get you started as far as some not so much where to start but how to get things done, and it is pretty much you can pretty much put it in different areas of whatever your business is. But that is Ronnie Brown, um girl CEO. All you gotta do is Google girl CEO and she will pop up and appear. But if y'all are ready, we can get into the topic of the night. I wanted to talk about something else besides the presidency and COVID and quarantine and relationships. Let's talk about businesses.
Okay.
Businesses. I know a lot of people that are hobbyists. They're not business minded, but they're hobbyists. And it irks my soul sometimes because a lot of times they do actually have a lot of potential, but they just don't quite um try to take it to the next level. And I will say I have been guilty of it. So, it's no shots fired. I have been guilty of it. Even with my Lash Critic business, once COVID stopped, I really stopped talking about Lash Critic. But, although I'm not doing the servicing portion of it, I still have a product line. I have 10 pairs of different style lashes, from the lashes to the adhesive to the tool to put your lashes on to brow brushes, to eyelash cleanser and a eye mask with little pockets in it that your eyes can actually fit in it when you have lashes on, be it strip lashes or be it individual lashes. So I will say I have been guilty. I am guilty of not doing what I'm supposed to do, but I can't fault nobody but myself. But my question is, and I see we got the good doctor Joetta is in the house
Joanna,
tonight.
Morris Brown College.
My cousin Tamika is in the house tonight. And we got Tamika Lindsay, our classmate, is in the house tonight.
Yes,
And I
yes.
don't know who else is out there because they haven't said anything. So I don't know who else is out there. But my question is, oh, you know what? Thank you, Joetta. We're going to start off with you. Joetta says black businesses are not valued because they don't value or believe in their products. They are just selling a product that they may not even use, and their goal is to make a certain amount of money versus improving a community, etc.
Mm.
Well, let me say this. I agree with the good doctor and I don't agree with the good doctor. I agree with the good doctor because a lot of, and I can only speak for the black community because I'm not in the white community. I can, or the Hispanic or any other community. I can honestly say that I believe part of that they don't value and believe in their products. And that's why I call it, say, I know a lot of hobbyists, okay? They don't. They don't register their business with the state. They don't get an EIN number. They don't get a business bank account. They don't properly well, they might advertise, but they're not doing the office work. So when you file your taxes every year, they're not doing that. Okay. They don't have a website. People that don't have websites, I'm sorry, I personally do not support you at all. I'm not going to your Facebook page. I'm not going to your Facebook business page. I'm not going to your Instagram page because that is not to me a legit business. It doesn't take a lot of money like you used to create a website. And if you don't have anybody to create that website, all you got to do is hit your girl up because I create websites. Okay. Oh, I'm
But
sorry. I got three businesses. Okay.
see, the thing is, I think
But,
people go
but,
to
but,
social media now to
but
do.
here's the thing. So they create it as a hobby. And now, I will say this about hobbyists. It's good sometimes to take your hobby to make it to make it a business. Okay. But sometimes when you do that, you're not going to be consistent in your job. And my thing also is presentation. Presentation is everything. So the way you present your business more than likely is how people are going to respect your business. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Do that make kind of sense? Like you wouldn't want me to um you wouldn't want me to present you for like say I'm a cook. Okay, a chef, I'm sorry. A chef. Say I'm a chef and I cook filet mignon, right? Would you want me to put that beautiful little piece of round steak, no matter how disgusting or not it is, on a beautiful white plate, square plate, and do that? You know how you throw the sauce over the plate and make it presentable, or would you want me to put it on a flower plate and give it to you? Just a flower plate. Just stick it on a flower plate. Presentation is everything. They don't, you know. And then sometimes people just do things because they want a quick buck. That's the other part that bothers me. Is they want to, you know what? I Again, let's talk about lashes. I had a lash studio that I had to close up due to COVID. Okay. Um. Sometimes people create businesses because it seems like it's fast money. Okay. But they don't take it seriously. I can't tell you that the amount of times that I've had clients to come into my studio that went somewhere else that had way too much product on their eyes, but yet they was charged all of this money. You know, so Erskine, you look a little confused. Go
No, 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 no. I think
ahead.
I think it just depends. For me, um, I'm a visual. I'm not a per se business owner or whatever. My wife has her own business, which is
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
But it's really, really about catching the eye for me. Like I think Joanna was saying something about this customer service thing, and that's true. It has to catch my eye.
Mhm.
Now there's certain friends that have businesses that I support. I'm huge
Mhm.
on the clothing aspect of it. Big shout out to my guy Justin Douglas, Holloway Down in the DMV at justdoesit.com, who has a lot of nice clothing. He has not just Morris Brown attire, but just also different things that you can buy, things that speak volumes about the African American community. So yeah, I'm big on that. And then there's some people that are just flat out friends. I support their businesses all the way.
Yeah.
Uh, I have a friend of mine that sent me she sent me some scrub stuff. I guess for your feet or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
Just body scrub. So I'm big on that. And that particular person is a friend. Now, for others, and not saying that I wouldn't support the business, but I just need to understand exactly what it is that you're doing.
That part too. That
Yeah,
part too.
for someone that's not a business owner or has or doesn't have the doesn't have a business or know how to start a business,
Mhm.
if there's someone that's just supporting, you're supporting. But those people, and I'm one of those people, we have to have presentation. You have to
But
show me what you're selling or what you're pushing.
But you know what, Erskine, and I'm glad that you brought up the point that some things you don't support because basically there's no need for you, but you do support, and I'm gonna tell you how you still
Yeah,
support it, even though you don't monetarily pay for anything that they have because it's not something that you need. Like I would never expect for you to uh, let me put eyelashes on you or blade your
I let you do. But if you got some coconut oil or
No,
some,
no, no. Listen to me. Listen to me. Hear me out. Hear me out. Even though that's not a business that you need to support because that's not what you're interested in,
Right.
you still inadvertently still support my business because you go and tell other people.
Oh yeah, no
So
doubt.
that's still
No doubt.
support.
Oh,
Just
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
a
yeah,
person
yeah.
does, and people have to understand that. Just because a person doesn't monetary support you, just their word of mouth. Because sometimes people will come to you off of the strength off of somebody else.
Oh, and I've had that happen.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, they'll say, "Hey, I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about your products, but I have a friend named Erskine, and he told me that you had this body butter, and so because I went to your website and I saw this, that, and the other, I
Right.
want to go ahead and order some body butter from you."
Yeah.
That's still support because
Oh yeah.
sometimes that type of support is better than you just buying something from me one time just to say that you bought something
Lost
from me,
something. Right. Right.
but you can, and then you never do again, but you told somebody else or told several other people about my business that where it could benefit them, and then those could become reoccurring businesses, I mean, yeah, business clients or whatever. So
Right.
Tamika says her experience with some black businesses that would cause me to pull my support is poor customer service. Absolutely.
Yes.
That is an absolute. That is an absolute.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Even when you have, so I've asked at least 3 people that I knew that made shirts. I said, "Hey, can you make this shirt right here for me?" And I tell them what I wanted. Yeah, 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 yeah. No problem, no problem, no problem. I'm still waiting on them shirts.
Oh wow. See, I don't do good with that. I don't do good with that.
I don't like that. Like, if you can't, if it's something that you can't do, just say you can't do it. Don't have me wait. And then, look, I got a little petty in me. Sometimes I might hit you up later on and be like, "Hey man, what happened to my shirt that I asked you for about 6, 7 months ago?"
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no,
By
but
this time, I don't want it. I don't want it. I honestly
right.
don't want it at this point. But I will be petty like that. Um, but yeah, Tamika, I totally like that.
Yeah.
That is, I don't care what race you are, honestly.
No, it ain't got
Poor
no.
customer service, that is not good at all. At all. Joanna, when I say flower place, I'm talking about them old 1970s, like they were everyday place, like my grandmother used to have back in the day. That's the kind of, I ain't talking about no cute ones. But oh, Malcolm said, "What's up, my beautiful black people?" Oh, we just in here chilling, talking about businesses or whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, so I bought a pair of Jordans, the 11s, right? Matter of fact, I bought 2 of them, 2 pair, one for myself because I knew my 14-year-old would try to put her feet in, and I bought another for her. They came out on the 12th of December, so I got a shoe plug, all right, a sneaker plug, and I bought the shoes, before business, and she kept me updated of the whole thing. Now they got here hella late. When I say hella late, like, but at this time I was like, "Oh, this shit is for the streets. I am not doing it." But it wasn't her; it was the postal service because she was keeping me on track the whole time. What
Yeah.
was going on? So sometimes also, Tamika brought up a very good thing about the customer service, but sometimes we got to figure out, is it the company or the shipping people
Yeah. I had that. I
to
had that.
say it's bad customer service.
Right. I had a situation. I don't know if our viewers saw me on the. I was on the television special last week,
Yeah.
and I had on a Morris Brown um, stitched sweater, and
Mhm.
so I ordered that sweater, and it took about 4 weeks, almost 3.5, 4 weeks to get to my house.
Yeah.
I know that was, and it was coming from Atlanta. It was coming from Atlanta. So, you know, but in the same breath, I ordered from another friend down in Atlanta, and her sweaters would get here just like that. Maybe, under a week or whatever, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if she built her a certain type of way or whatever. But the good news about the young lady who I ordered the stitch sweater from was she, I asked her, what was, I hit her up like after like 2.5 weeks. I'm like, hey, what's up? So
Yeah.
she sent me the tracking number and everything. And unfortunately, it was due to the mailing system. I'm assuming that's
Mhm.
what it was.
Mhm.
That came, and then, but the other friend who I ordered from, hers got here with no problem, and it's coming from the same area. I don't know if it was a different.
Now, so
I don't know.
here's the thing: was it both by the same? Okay, so was it okay? Let's just use Atlanta. We're going to use
Because both of
Atlanta.
them came from Atlanta. Now, what?
Okay, so now, okay, you say both of them came. Now you got to go through and was it United States Postal Service? Was it UPS? Was it FedEx? Was it DHL? So both of them was FedEx. Then you got to figure out, okay, so which hub were they using to get the? You understand?
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
get into the weeds of it sometimes
yeah,
before you can start saying, "Oh my God, I ordered such and such, and it was just trash." Okay, now from my new my new business that I'm working on, where I have to order some of my supplies from, they tell you we got snow on the East Coast. I know y'all in Texas and all of the other places y'all got hit with snow, and y'all was like, "Oh my God, the sky is falling, the sky is falling." Well, one of the places that I purchased my products from is in North Carolina. They actually had a banner up. Now, with that being said, we are a year into COVID. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out here. This is bullshit that COVID is an excuse now. It's still an excuse. Let me put it like that. Still an excuse on why certain things get to you. You see what I'm going?
yeah.
I'm
No, no,
trying.
no, no, no. I get it. I
It's
get it.
still it baffles me now that we are a year into COVID and COVID is still a legitimate excuse to give people when customers start acting up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, question, and I need somebody to answer this
Because
out
I want
there.
to comment on that too. I want to comment on that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, no, no. I had an incident. Well, not an incident, but over the summer. Now that you bring that up, so I ordered basketball shorts. Right,
Hmm.
ordered some New York Knicks basketball shorts. Took forever. Over a month. It took over a month. It was like a Father's Day gift to me, to myself, and they didn't get here until like maybe the middle of July, end of July. It basically took a month. So I called. I was not pleased with, 'cause I had to send an email and all this kind of crazy stuff. So I called. I sent the email. They responded back, and I said, "Listen, I think I deserve a discount." Well, it was coming from Texas. It got stuck in Texas or something like they was
Whoa,
telling
whoa,
me.
whoa! Did you say your basketball shorts was coming? So these were like, oh, you said New York, yeah, no,
No, no,
New
no.
York Knicks.
It was New York Knicks, but the shorts were made in China. I'm assuming they were made in China, and it was coming from China to Texas. When I sent the email out, they was telling me that it was stuck in a post office somewhere in Texas. This is after 2 to 3 weeks had went by. So I said, like, are you serious? So it took, why nobody didn't notify me sooner that the shorts were, hey, Mr. Alexander, they're stuck in Texas. It took 2.5, 3 weeks to go by.
Well, if they're coming from,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when they came back, they said, okay, it was stuck in Texas and it was delayed in Texas because of COVID. So it hadn't left Texas. So I don't know how quick it got to Texas. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
now China, it does take a while depending on what it is.
So what I did in order for them to get my business, I said, well, listen, when it finally got to New York from Texas, it still took another 3 weeks. So we're talking about a whole over a month to get a pair of basketball shorts, right? So I called customer service. I said, listen, I ordered these shorts and it was a pair of New York Knicks shorts. I said, what you can do is you need to give me a discount because I would like another pair, but you need to give me a discount because it took so long for the first pair of shorts to get here. And they did. The guy said, Mr. Alexander, what would you like? I said, I want Atlanta Hawks. So he did. So I ended up getting a very low price for the Atlanta Hawk shorts, and and it still took about 2 3 weeks for him to get here. But it was just the principle about it, because at that point, if he wasn't going to give me some kind of discount, I like that. If I wasn't going to
That's
give
the
me some,
truth, though. He did.
I believe it, and
He
I'm
did.
not surprised. I'm
Shouts
not
out to my
surprised.
cousin.
Yeah, but I just
They
but
did.
that but in order for me to continue to keep good customer service with you, if you could just take care of me, just look out for me on your end, no problem. And that's what happened. So I got a pair of New
Okay.
York Knicks shorts and Atlanta Hawks.
Was this with a black business? Because we were supposed to be talking about black businesses.
I can't say it was a black business. I can't confirm it. I know it was well, I'm assuming it wasn't because it was
Okay,
beautiful.
so let me just say this, and then we need to get back on because we're talking about black businesses. But let me just say this too. You have a valid reason to want a discount. I think that's just
Yeah.
me personally.
And they gave me one.
However, think about how many times a day. I'm not going to even say work that they hear that same story. You need to give me a discount. You need to give me a discount. You need to give me a discount.
What, we talking about a month? It take a month to order for
I
something to get.
understand that. I'm not. I'm just saying. Just think about it. I'm not disputing. I started off by saying that I agree with you.
Yeah. And they
I just
did.
wanted
It's
you to
just
think
fair.
about the
If, if,
back
if,
part.
if they said they couldn't do it, then that would have been one thing, and I've been like, okay, cool, and I would have just never ordered from them again. But I would consider ordering from them again because they gave me a discount on the
Yeah.
other territories.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
huge discount at that. I must say, it was a very, very huge discount.
Generous discount.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's good. I think that's good. I'm not gonna knock it, but what I will knock is I have a person that buys lashes, and she always want to know when I'm gonna run a sale. And I'm gonna tell you something. I have been petty once about it because I was thinking about running a sale, and then she hit me up and was like, "Hey, are you running?" It's like I'm not gonna buy them if you're not gonna run a sale. Either you gonna buy it or you're not gonna buy it. Either I mean that's just me. That's just like a pair of shoes or anything else you want to buy. Regardless if it's on a sale or not, if you're going to buy it, you're going to do what? Buy it.
Right.
And I didn't run a sale just because she asked me, was I going to run a sale?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I was like, no, why every time you ask? Like, come on now. Come on, son. So which brings segues into, do you always expect, not accept, but expect a discount of some sort when you buy from either A, black businesses or someone you know that owns a business? Say we're dealing with body butters, right? Do you expect for that person to say, you know what, Erskine, I've been knowing you since I was 14 years old. Let me go ahead and give you a discount. What, or would you ask?
No, because I want to support the business. I wouldn't ask.
I don't ask either. I don't ask. Even my plug for my sneakers, because my daughter's shoes happen to be more than mine. She was like, when she said, I was like, God darn, really? She's like, yeah. She said, but I give you a $50 discount. I said, no. I said, this is a business. You're a small business. I'm gonna pay you what it was. I said, however, if they were on sale and I was purchasing them then because you're a small business, then I would have said yeah. But I mean, I just felt like I shouldn't have. I don't want, and just because I said, oh my God, it costs that. That doesn't mean that, oh my God, I'm not gonna buy it. Because if I wasn't gonna purchase, I was gonna purchase them either way. But I just wasn't expecting the price that I got for my daughter's shoes. But
So Jordan, you talking about Jordans, right?
yeah, because I can still wear kids, and she has to wear adult shoes.
Hmm.
So that's why it was, oh my God, like I didn't realize, because I'm used to, look, her daddy buys her shoes, okay? Let me just put it like that. So that's why her sneakers, her Jordans and all that, her dad buys those shoes for her, okay? because I still wear kid size. I wasn't thinking that her shoes were gonna be $50 more than mine, but it is what it is.
I'm with Joe Edison. I won't turn down a discount. No, hey, I'm right. I ain't sick yet. I was, yeah, you right, Joe. I ain't gonna turn down the discount. I won't turn down the discount. But I think that's just, after a while when you supported someone um consistently, they automatically may want to give you that discount. I definitely won't turn it down. So I'm right with you, Joette, on that. Yeah, I won't turn down the discount. I had a black guy.
Read that, Erska.
Okay, Tracy, Atlanta. I had a black guy who details and cleans my truck. I'm scheduled to have my truck cleaned and detailed 3 times, and he never showed up. I'm done. I'll take my truck to the white boys at 4. Yeah, yeah,
3 times. That's a good time. That's a good amount of times
yeah.
to to be like, you know what, I'm done with this business.
Yeah,
Because some people will
I agree, Tracy.
throw away a business off of one time, and the one time isn't a severe time to you to just X out of business. You know, 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
Well, you know what,
that was good.
I want to get you guys' opinion on this, right? Because I'm big, so of course my barber, um, is minority owned, not black, but Hispanic. So
Hmm.
we all up under the same umbrella. So
Right.
I text my barber 2 weeks ago 4 times, and I didn't get any kind of response, right? So I texted her, and that was one day. And so then the Friday rolls around, the very next day rolls around, and well, this was just last week. And I text again, and I have not gotten a response back. Now, mind you, of course, I had to get myself situated because I had an event to go to last Saturday. So I went to my new guy, but I still haven't gotten a response back from my barber. Whether, hey, listen, I was sick, something came up, something's going on, yay or nay. I text you 4 times, zero feedback, and here we are a whole week later. Now I'm hoping and praying the brother's not sick. I hope
Right.
he's not under the weather. I don't know. It could be a COVID situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if I was to find out that nothing was going on and nothing happened, then you're fired permanently.
Yeah. 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 So speaking of that, I back in 2015, before I went back to the government, I had a hair salon, and my clients knew if I didn't come to work, like there was something totally wrong. Like I didn't cancel appointments. I made sure that my books coincide lined up with my daughter's chair. I made sure that the weekends, even the week that she had competition week, I made sure that I was off because you can throw in you will have to have extra practices during the competition week, and I would block off everything, right? Well, guess what? I got hospitalized, right?
Okay.
So I told my mom, I said, go through my appointment book. I need you to call everybody in my appointment book and tell them I need to reschedule them because I am sick. I am in the hospital. I said, don't just say I'm sick. Just let them, don't tell them why I'm in the hospital, but let them know I have been hospitalized. So she said, okay. I had one client, and my mom is real thorough too. She used to be the executive assistant to the vice president of WTVM Channel 9 in Columbus, Georgia. So she's very thorough with her. So she went through, and she even went as far as rescheduling people for me. I didn't even ask her to do that, but she went ahead and rescheduled people. It was one person that gave her a hard time, and pretty much got real indignant with my mom. And it's not the fact that it was my mom, but it was the fact that as long as I've been doing your hair, I have never counseled an appointment. And for you to act a donkey when somebody is telling you that I am hospitalized, we're not playing on the phone. Like
Yeah.
that's serious. Nobody's playing on the phone, and then you want to act a damn donkey. I
Yeah,
never
man, you
took
have
that
some.
customer. I never took that customer back again. No,
Wow. I mean,
no,
you have some people. I guess that's a little different. When it comes to guys. Well, no, I guess it's the same thing.
no. It's the same.
It's the same. You're right. Let me backtrack that statement. Yeah, I guess sometimes when people have events to go to or whatever, they're just so fixated on getting something done, and then when it goes out the window, because you probably do a great job. Well, I know you do a great job, and then now, oh my God, now I can't get my hair done because da, 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 da. So that I think their emotions from not being able to go or participate in the event the way they want to participate in the event, the way they want to look at the hair. I think that was the frustrating part.
No, 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 no. I think it was the fact that she thought somebody was on the phone, and two, like I got hospitalized the day before her appointment.
Yeah, I mean, if you get sick, you
You
get
understand what I'm
sick.
saying?
You get
So,
sick.
but
I
if
mean,
I'm telling you, but I didn't say anything, afterwards. Right when my mom told me, because she was like, "Need you don't say nothing. I know how you're gonna get." And I was like, "No, shit. I need to talk to her because it doesn't matter who was calling. If somebody called and said that Nitra has to cancel your appointment, and Nitra has never canceled appointments, you should know that something's going on.
well,
You should know that something's going on.
she was just
You
being sick.
know, I don't know what she was being, but I
Yeah, I
tell
mean,
you one thing, I didn't do her
I don't know.
hair
It's,
anymore.
it's the same thing with my barber. He has not responded back yet, and this has been going on since last Thursday. It's been a whole week.
So
Thank
my
God.
thing is, has he responded before?
I've never had a problem. I hit him. Yo, listen.
Then I hope not sick or dead. Hello.
I'm sorry, you froze up for a second. Say that
Oh,
again.
I said I hope he's not. I hope he's not sick or deceased.
I hope.
If this is not, because you have to, when you're talking about something like that, you got to remember people's patterns. That's why I asked, is this the first time? Like, does he normally respond?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe you
yeah.
need to just go to the barbershop and check up on him. Be like, hey, I'm
Yeah,
just I'm just going to check up on Travis. I text Travis a couple, and it's out of character for Travis not to respond. So I'm just
right.
just trying to, with everything going on in the world with COVID, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay, Lord. And just what Travis just popped up. Your brother just popped up, and I used his name as an example.
Yeah,
But you know, what Travis said, he support customer service when the service is good. It has nothing to do with black or white. If your business sucks, I'm not gonna support it. Yeah, we understand that, Travis. But what we're saying is, why does a lot of businesses, we're just stuck right now on the customer service aspect, but we're talking about why, as a whole, does black businesses, um, why do they seem like they're not valued as a legit business? Is what we're trying to get at. We're just stuck on the customer service part. You can thank Tamika Lindsay for that. But that's where we're stuck at right now. Um, but go check on them. I think you
yeah,
should check on him. Or if you don't personally physically go and check on him, call the barbershop's phone number and say, hey, look, this is EJ. I'm calling to check up on Travis. I don't know your barber's name. I'm just saying Travis. I've texted him a couple of times. He hasn't responded. This is totally out of character when I, you know, text him. I can't speak on anybody else, but when I text him, it's totally out of character. You know,
yeah. I mean, that's all I
because
can do.
because what you don't want to know is like, man, I've been texting. I don't fool with Travis no more. I texted him back in 2021, and he never called me back to say. And then Travis been dead since 2020 December.
You know,
You understand what I'm saying? Something. So you know, we have to do these things. Mario Arenas. Now that's a name I ain't heard in a long time.
Mario in the building.
No, you wrote his name.
Yeah, we ain't heard from Mario in a long time. I have to tag my people up, man. Check in with
Yeah.
them, make sure everything's good.
So going back to the shipping, Joanna says she gets clothes from Africa and they arrive within 5 to 7 days. So no excuse. With Joanna, we
Yeah,
don't
that's what I was
we
thinking.
don't know where how they shipping. The shit might be already done. I don't know. I can't speak. I can't speak. But I do know China. I know China. Depending on what you're getting, it depending on if it has to be custom or whatever. It can take up to 30 days. And the good thing about China is they tell you up front that it's going to take X amount of days. So I have never had a bad experience with anything being shipped overseas. It's more domestically that and that was, and honestly, the sneakers was the only thing that I've had since COVID that's taken X amount of time. But again, it wasn't in my plugs. It wasn't in her court. It was the postal services. I mean, she
That's
was
what I'm
going
saying.
down
That's what
there.
I'm saying. Well, yeah, kind of like Joanna with those basketball shorts. I'm assuming they came from China. They went from China and supposedly had to come through Texas. How long were they sitting in Texas before they left Texas
So
to come
when it
to?
was the Dropbox.
Huh?
I wonder was it Dropbox shipping.
It makes you wonder. I have no idea.
So
So I
Dropbox shipping means that, say I have a business, online business, right? It's not brick and mortar. It's simply online, but I have no inventory at my house either.
hmm.
So so I have no inventory at my house. So everything that I get is coming from China. They that I never see the merchandise, the product. So it goes from China to you. So that might be it. The drop shipping. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not familiar with that. Can you break that down?
Yeah. Huh?
Can you
So
break that down? I'm not
yeah,
familiar with
so drop shipping is basically, I have an online boutique. You see it all the time with the younger entrepreneur, like the millennials. They have these clothing boutiques and stuff. They don't have the inventory on hand. They don't have it in the store. They don't have it in their house. They don't have it nowhere. They you order it through their makeshift website, and that order gets sent to the manufacturer. So say like China, right? Or some other big warehouse, and then it gets shipped to you. Amazon does it too. So like if I want to put my products on Amazon, all I have to do is I can create my my showcase my products on Amazon, and you click on, say it's gonna be lashes. You click on lashes. Either I can have a notification saying that Sabrina bought the Christian style lashes, and I can ship it from my house because I do have product at my house, or I can take X amount of product to the Amazon hubs, because there's one clip close to me, um, and have them ship directly from the hub to you. So it's drop shipping.
that. So I got good news. My barber's alive. He said he lost his phone.
That was I was gonna say that too. See,
Okay. Okay. So that's good news. That's good news. That's good news for
that's
our
good
viewers.
news.
Because I thought Buddy was sick or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And Joanna is right. She said you may or may not get your product if the vendor has issues. Sheed, Shein, Shin is pronounced Shin. Shein, they're good for that. Fashion Nova is good for that. They may or
Yeah.
may not have it. My daughter bought a dress a couple of years back when Fashion Nova first came out. She bought the dress. It was in the cart. We paid for it. 3 days later they said they was out of stock. How you out of stock and I just bought this dress?
Yeah.
So they wound up refunding her money. So a lot of these places, I mean, you have to, I like some of the stuff from Fashion Nova, but you have to understand that they may not have it in that warehouse or house or wherever they got the inventory. It might be coming from somewhere else.
Okay. Okay. I mean, like I said, this is a good lesson. When you start thinking about businesses, I just want good service. I
Yeah,
just think that's with anybody. I just want good service. Whether you're black or white, I do definitely do my best to support black businesses. Especially if it's friends. Whether you're right. We said it earlier in the show tonight. Teacher, I wouldn't buy eyelashes because I don't wear eyelashes, but I would recommend my wife or my daughter or something like that for it. So yeah, so it's just all about supporting. It's all about support. I won't ask for the discount. I would like for you to just if you give it a discount, I'm not going to
Joanna said some black businesses don't even have the product; they are pre-ordering, but that's a huge risk if it's coming from shopping.
decline. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're going through that now.
Huh? Wait a minute. I wasn't. The
Yeah,
risk of it coming from shopping, that kind of threw me. I don't know what she mean by that. Um, so
Joanna, can
yeah,
you elaborate on that?
some people don't have the product, and some people do pre-order. Now, with pre-ordering, when it comes to businesses, if you're making the product yourself, what they're probably doing is trying to get a guesstimate of um how their sale could run before they buy all of this stuff, and it doesn't do anything. So that's kind of smart if you're going to give people their product. Like if you're just pre-ordering so you can get what you need and then ship it out to them. That's kind of smart. It depends on what it is. But then I've heard of some people, they have these pre-orders and people pre-order and they never get their
Yeah,
merchandise too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of risky on the consumer side, but it's kind of smart on the business owner side.
Right. Joetta, I know you're watching. So for our undergrad, Morris Brown College, our president wants us to uh, purchase a Morris Brown sweatshirt. Like they
Mhm.
have it's from a company. It's a bunch of Morris Brown sweatshirts. The prices range from $65 to $100, and they're pre-ordered. So I guess you could put in that order now or whatever, whatever. But I just want to know, Joetta, what did you think about that? And for our customers out there, what do you guys think about
Pre-order
pre-order?
does not mean loan. No, it does not mean loan. Sometimes you have to have perfect example. Pre-order these sweatshirts. You got sometimes you don't know how many people are going to buy it. Why would you buy hundreds and hundreds? Let's say why would you buy 300 $300 300 sweatshirts at 65 or $100. Let's just say $75 for a shirt, and you bought 300 of them, and only 5 people bought them. You've lost money.
Right.
So pre-order is not always wrong. It does not mean loan. So that's wrong. Um,
So would you
but
do it?
that's why I said it's risky for the consumer. But as the business owner, that is kind of smart if you don't know where this is going.
Okay.
Me personally, if I was the alumni president or whomever, I would probably do the same thing because I don't know how many people actually would want this alumni sweater. It sounds like a good idea. I mean, if you
But
like
the thing
Erskine,
is, right, right. But
who
see, the
talks
thing is, what
about
I'm
his
saying,
automata all the time, it's perfect for someone like Erskine. But then it might not be perfect for me. I mean, if I went to Morris Brown. I did not. But what I'm saying is, Erskine is that person that would do a pre-order because he talks about this, like he loves his school. But some people, they just went there and they don't care about it. So
right.
that no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. And research marketing does not always give you the hard numbers that you want. Research marketing is a hypothetical guess um, as to where you think the market would be. Point blank and simple. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. You're right. I'm just wondering how that's going to work because I see the sweatshirts and stuff like that, and it's
Yeah,
not just for me, but it's for all of the alumni, and it's pre-order.
yeah.
So
And who knows? They
I'm
might put a date on there. You don't want to put a date on there and then definitely can't resell it after the date or whatever. When I say date, I mean a year. And you definitely don't want to do that. So that schools do it all the time. Schools do it all the time when they try to sell booster clubs. They don't have that shit sitting in the damn band room. Then you gotta pre-order it. So don't ever knock pre-ordering. You gotta understand why it's being pre-ordered, which is fine if you even ask the business order owner, why are you doing pre-order sales versus having a product on hand.
Right.
You never know. I mean, but that's a question to ask, and you're entitled to ask that question. But I wouldn't knock somebody that does pre-order sales.
Yeah. Because
I
for what I see with the shirts, they're dope. I mean,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I have a plug. I have two great plugs. So
Hmm.
when it comes time to get gear or any kind of gear in reference to my school, I got two great people who I can make one phone call to, and that's done.
See, look, Joanna for the shit tonight. Now
Yeah,
she talking about some shit. She pre-orders damn Girl Scout cookies. Joanna on some shit tonight. Go somewhere.
Joanna. So y'all be mad. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I pre-ordered the Girl Scout cookies too.
I do too. Matter of fact, I
That's
need to
the
go make
same
them.
thing, though, right?
I need to ask.
The same thing. That be considered the same thing. NBC Brown Eyes, but Joanna. Yeah.
Joanna told me to read her follow-ups. I'm trying to engage. I'm trying to multitask over here. Engage the conversation. Read what y'all saying. Listening to Erskine, so I can have my fun back. And you talking, oh my God, it's a whole production over here.
I'm talking about the Girl Scout cookie. Girl Scout cookie good for you.
No, the hell they ain't, because I eat the Thin Mints and the shortcakes. Malcolm said she's sipping on something.
Yeah, she Joanna having a good night tonight.
Oh gosh.
That's good though. But yeah, I'm all for supporting businesses, and even as part of our show, we want people to put their businesses out there.
Yes.
Doing.
Yeah.
I have
who on here has a business? Let me know.
Yeah.
So I can throw it up here real quick.
Yeah. Put it out there so we can continue to advertise and promote your company. So that's the dealio. I wanted to shift gears. I hope we answered all our questions. I hope we tackled all of our questions and thoughts and opinions from our viewers about businesses and how we could go about supporting them and how we could continue to go about supporting them and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh yeah, them Thin Mints are the bomb.
Yeah. Whether it's Girl Scout cookies, black businesses owners, or whatever, we support the whole package. I want to shift gears for a minute. For those that live in Columbus, Georgia, it's been a lot of killing going on down there. I don't know if you've seen it.
What?
Oh yeah, they are turned all the way up in Columbus, not Columbus, Columbus, Georgia. And I just want to know from our viewers, it's with our youth, of course. What do you guys think about that?
So you're going to hold on.
You're shifting gears.
That is not the shifting gears I thought you was going to do.
Oh, you thought we were going? I wanted to kind of.
That's a whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother subject. I just want to
carry on.
I
was trying to get us from stop doing that so much, but carry on.
Yeah, I would carry on. Only because it was recent. It happened throughout the week. So, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about, like, as far as like the violence in the inner cities and stuff like that? Why do you think that's happening? And what do you think we could do as a whole, as a community, to lower those things from happening?
So you're going to talk to people that's not from Columbus about this?
Well, just in general, I think it's no. I mean, it's happening in Columbus, but they turn up in DC, they turn up in New York, they turn up in Atlanta. It's just been a recent increase of it happening in Columbus.
Okay, nobody has anything to say about it.
Okay, so we'll move on from that topic.
They're like, look, if their mind is like my mind is right now, I'm like, how the hell we gonna talk about some kids killing kids, and we got a good damn discussion going on about businesses. I wanted to talk about business.
Okay, we talking about this.
Right, Joanna, he did a whole damn 360 and talked about something all the way over there in left field. The fuck, look, Joanna said, the fuck? How the fuck you do that?
was. It was just
No,
a
sir,
general.
we're not.
It was just a general what you would call it. It was a general statement in a sense. And when you think about the twist to it is, you
What
know,
twist? Because none of this has got nothing to do with
it
nothing.
because we could help our young people create businesses. You know, we could maybe encourage our people to create businesses so they don't result to violence. Aha.
Everybody's telling you to stay the fuck focused.
It is focus.
No, it's not. That has nothing to do with this. Honestly.
I'm just talking about something else. We'll talk about that another time. But it was just.
Is it because you? T said stay focused.
Listen, I know T ain't talking about nobody staying focused. Girl, shift that hat. No, I ain't gonna go there.
Oh God.
Anyway,
And Joanna, he ain't been drinking tonight, so I don't know where the fuck that this came from.
I didn't want to wait till the last minute to bring that up.
Dude, you had all week to tell me that you wanted to talk about kids killing kids.
I don't have time to do that during the week. My schedule's too crazy.
I know. So when I come up with subjects,
but this is the same thing.
Nobody fucking cares about that right now.
We're
talking about businesses, black businesses.
Hey, what else do we want to say about businesses? We support them. Ain't nobody putting no businesses up. We're supporting. We're here. What else are we going to say about businesses? Like, I'm businessed out. Like, what else are we going to say about businesses?
Oh my God!
We talked about products.
I can't do nothing but laughing. I can't do nothing but laugh.
What are we doing? Okay, so let's go back to business.
Wait, I'm laughing because Joanna read my mind. She said, you went 360. The fuck? That was what I was thinking when you started this off. And I'm like, how the fuck did he talk about a business?
Okay, what are we saying about business?
Matter of fact, you know what? And I told you we should bring a guest on tonight. I should have told you to keep your ass off. Let me talk to Sabrina tonight.
You should have. Yeah, listen. We ain't talking about no damn business. What else are we gonna talk about? Joanna, what else we don't talk about the business? We don't talk about no business.
Wait a minute. These comments.
I just want to talk about something different.
Joanna, hey Tia, if you don't know, but Joanna, you know, anytime Erskine really ain't got nothing to say,
I ain't got nothing to say because we don't
he'll change the fucking subject and he'll be like, wait a minute. Normally when he changes it, normally when Erskine changes the subjects on shit, normally when Erskine changes the subject, it still ties into what the fuck we talking about.
Well, we ain't talking about
that ain't got nothing to do.
I want to listen. I want to talk about something else. Tracy ain't put no inbox up. Joanna ain't putting Joanna ain't putting nothing up about no business tea.
Oh, Jesus.
What else are you talking about? I just, what else?
Oh my gosh!
I just wanted to talk about something.
Oh my gosh! I can't do nothing but laugh. I can't even get mad about it. All I can do is laugh.
This shit is getting watered down. I took the bottle that went 360 a girl. What else are we talking about businesses?
Oh Jesus! We can just end it.
Yes, I mean, like we were talking about businesses and then it just faded out.
It did not fade out.
It faded out. Like you know, we were saying businesses.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, we know what we gonna do as far as businesses. What else? Okay. I just want to put that out there. What else are we saying about businesses? What else are we saying about business? T ain't said nothing about no business. What are we saying about businesses? I want to know more. This is
oh my gosh.
There we go. Somebody, thank you, Malcolm, because we was drifting. Thank you, Malcolm. This is the time we support Black businesses, diversification with investment, as well as to create business that we can pass on to our kids. Thank you. Now we
Yeah,
can
but
talk.
you no. Don't you dare thank Malcolm because your behind was talking about
I was
killing
talking.
ah,
No.
hogwash. Your
I'm
butt
not going
said,
to Malcolm. I want to go. Let's piggyback on what Malcolm is
"Go
saying.
call Sabrina. Call
Oh,
Sabrina." No,
listen, we're gonna
no,
go with
no,
Malcolm.
no, no.
Answer Malcolm's question.
No,
I want
Malcolm's
to
question is not Malcolm. Even Malcolm's
talk about.
question, no, even with Malcolm's question, dealing with children has nothing to do
This
with
is what he's
you.
saying. This is what he's saying.
No,
Look.
you're talking about kids killing in damn Columbus, Georgia.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to tie in that maybe it would be that way if we teach the kids about businesses. Maybe they wouldn't do that. That's all I'm saying.
Sir. That is not. I call bullshit. That is not what you said.
Together.
Lord Jesus.
I want to talk about what Malcolm is talking about because I just want to talk about what Malcolm's talking about.
That ain't what you said, Erskine. That is not. Hey, everybody that agrees with me that Erskine and Malcolm said two different things. Anybody that agrees. Wait, Erskine. Hold on, Erskine.
I want to talk about what Malcolm talking about. Okay.
Joanna said, stop lying.
Joanna, shout out to go that. What I got to say.
Erskine, you did not say that. That is not what you said.
Joanna?
You cannot.
Listen, all right. I just threw something out there.
Joanna, agree with me. That is not what you was talking about.
Joanna?
Oh my God! It was Joanna. You're right. It was weird because it was like Joanna. The cricket said, "What the
hell?" I just felt like he got a little watered down. Bring that up. That's all. My apologies to my viewers. But we was just talking about businesses, and I just felt like he was swerving left. And I wanted to go all the way
left. You went all the way left. You went over the river and through the woods. All right, so let's talk about what Michael. Let's talk about what Malcolm said.
Yeah. Let's bring Malcolm back.
Oh Jesus, Lord Father, help me. That was a good laugh.
Black ass, Joanna.
Hey! Oh God, that was a good laugh though.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Erskine. All right, come on, Erskine. Since this is what you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to talk about it real quick?
She can talk about Girl Scout cookies. I can talk about killing.
No. We was talking about pre-orders. That tied into what we was talking about.
I'm just thinking about something. We're gonna talk about that next week. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh my gosh. Right, businesses then killing.
I just wanted to bring that up. I'm gonna go live. I'll talk about it live.
I tried to save you too, and I said, "Really? That's what you want to talk about?"
I just wanted to bring it up about my hometown.
Oh my God, I'm hot. Where my fan at? I'm hot.
Listen,
we listening.
We better keep on going.
No, tell me how this will help.
No, I was just saying. Fortunately, in our hometown, there's been a lot of killings, right? Because I think you guys took the word killings and you guys have been left. All I'm saying is, how can we teach our youth to maybe go in the direction of businesses so they don't do the bad stuff that they're doing?
You got to see it in your child, first of all. Everybody's not a business owner.
But you can teach.
Just like everybody's not a teacher. No. Just like everybody's not a teacher.
No. But you still can teach it. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. But it should be introduced.
Shit, a lot of things should be. So are you saying in the community, or are you saying within the schools.
I think both. I think both.
No, well, there was FBLA, Future Business Leaders
Right.
of
That's
America.
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
in that class.
Right.
Okay,
Right. But at least
they don't teach though. They don't teach that in school anymore.
so how do we help our youth learn about business?
First of all, I'm just be honest. You see a glimpse of entrepreneurship in people when they're younger. Think about like your daughter, Amaria.
Right.
She is an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Why? Look how young she started.
Uh-huh.
You okay? Now, my son, he ain't no entrepreneur. You see these things. You don't just because you teach somebody how to do something, that don't mean they want to do it. You teach people that you see these things in them. That's just like let's take a Leah for example, or even Beyonce for example. they they were singing when they was little. They started off on Star Search. They did other competitions, Mike the Jackson Five. So you see these things when they're little. If you're talking about children, you see these things when they're little, and then you can start grooming them. And if you can't start grooming them as a parent, you can find out where or who they can be groomed. My daughter, my 14-year-old, she wants to own a minimum of 2 funeral homes. She wants to be a mortician. Okay, my daughter is also an entrepreneur. She has her lip gloss line and all of that stuff too. Okay, now
So what this is
I don't know anything about burying dead people. However, I have a friend that owns 2 funeral homes, and her and my daughter's daughter used to cheer together. So I can push Christian over there to Kim and Tony and say, do your thing with her. You understand what I'm saying? But you see things in your children when they're younger where their potential could possibly do. And honestly, if we paid more attention, and I'm not saying nobody pays attention to children, but if we paid more attention to our children as they're growing and what their interests are, we can guide them more when they get to high school and want to go to college. Instead of saying, "Oh, you should go and get a degree in this." How many times have you heard parents try to dictate where their child should get a degree in what field, and then the child can't stand it? You understand what I'm saying? So so that's how you can groom your children into possibly creating a business or whatever.
but
You got to see what their interests are.
let's say that's not happening in the household. Like you're saying you can do that. That's something that we probably did, or maybe that's something that you did.
No, I was saying as a general statement.
But I'm just saying, how do we introduce that? Introduce, I guess, how to teach kids how to go into business. Like you guys said, FBLA, they don't teach that in schools anymore.
They don't teach that in schools anymore.
I did not know. That I did not know.
Well, possibly the reason you didn't know is because your child is younger than mine. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have older children.
Right?
Yeah, FLL was in the schools when we was growing up. But you got to realize there's a lot of things that the kids don't get taught in school anymore. Period.
So what I'm saying is, I think that might be a reason why these kids are frustrated. They're frustrated. They're doing what they're doing because no one's showing them alternate ways to get out to be successful. Whether it's to start a business or go into this particular career path or whatever. That's what I think.
No, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
You I love you, Erskine. But well, let me tell you something about these millennials. Okay, they can legit make $1 out of 15 cents if they want to. They have no problems figuring out stuff. They're a lot smarter and wiser than we were when we were at their age. Okay, I want you to take off your clinician hat sometimes and just look at things for what they are. A lot of times, these kids, a lot of times, not all kids, they don't have these issues in trying to figure out what it is that they want to do. They know what they want to do. Let's take drug dealing. That is a whole fucking business. It's
But you
illegal.
can't use drug dealers.
Hold on. You can't take that because all you got to listen to me. Hold on. Hear me out. All you got to do is explain to them that same mentality that they got for flipping that money into a product to get people to sell it. they can also take that same mindset, get a different type of product, a legal product, and get people to sell it and flip it. You can take drug dealing and flip it. How you think a lot of these urban outfits and stuff they get started? Is a lot of times it's through drug money. They sell the drug money, they make it clean, and then they have a legitimate product. And some of them smart, some of them not. But let's take the smart ones. They get out of that lifestyle. So you can. We all have free will. He said I've been watching too much Snowfall. Um, we're not gonna talk about that, Malcolm. But a lot of times we have people that actually have the potential, and like you said, they don't know where to go. They just need mentors.
Yeah,
But with anything in life, you gotta want it just a little bit, just a little bit.
I agree with that.
You
I
gotta
get
want it.
that.
I can. My oldest daughter that's in the Navy, she can sing. Okay, you can hear her. You should hear her sing Jill Scott's "Hate on Me." Okay, blow it out the water. She writes poetry. I said, Ayla, take that poetry, turn it into music. You can be like Neo. All you got to do is, if they don't know the tune that the song is in, you are able to sing it. A lot of people that write, they can write, but they can't sing it. Okay, so you can sing it and you can write it. I found her a paid internship at Hidden Beach Records in Philly, where Jill Scott started off at. Her first record deal.
And so she's gonna go check that out.
She did not check that shit out. Paid scholarship. Hold on, it gets better. I got a cousin that live in Philly. She could stay with my cousin. She didn't check it out. I can't want it more than you want it.
Right. Okay.
I said, you don't even have to sing on stage. Your money comes from this. Your money. It ain't from here. It's from here. Because while I'm the Beyonce and I'm doing this, I got to do a whole lot more besides this. I got to go on tour. I got to do promotions. I got to try to get into movies. I got to do this. I got to do that. You ain't got to do all of that shit when you just run it and copywriting it. What?
Yeah.
But the kids have got to want it.
Yeah.
You can't make the kids want it. So we can create a business. We can show them how to create a business. Some kids don't even need you to show them. They can tell you how the shit should go. Because when my daughter told me about the lip gloss business, I was like, girl, ain't nobody buying no damn lip gloss. Not like that. Not like that. She had me one afternoon. I promise you, it was from 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. We was watching a number of YouTube channels on these girls with successful lip gloss businesses. And I was intrigued by
it. Yeah.
Just take that clinician hat off sometimes. Don't let these kids fool you. Don't let these jokers fool you.
I still think we have to do our part because to kind of show them the way. Like I wish them just the fact that you're telling me they took FBLA out of the high schools, that's not good.
It's not good.
So now that makes sense. So if these kids are not introduced to something to better themselves, whether it's starting a business or whatever, they turn to the streets. And then there's a level of frustration because
they ain't even got to turn to the streets. How many times do you actually see kids outside playing? They ain't in no streets no more. You know where they at? In front of the idiot box watching all these dumbass reality TV shows and thinking that's how life is for real.
But it needs to be shown to them that that's not it.
Hey, if your mom and dad don't know how to help you, because some parents don't, because that's not their area of semi-expertise, they don't even know what resources are out there. Or if they do, they probably found a place where the place is charging this crazy amount of money where they probably can't afford it. So you have to with anything in life, you have to want it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Just like Jordan it was played on a basketball team because they said he didn't know how to play basketball, and then he got to college and he did a little bit thing, and then the Bulls picked him up. He wanted it. After everybody told him that he couldn't do it, he wanted it.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to. These kids have to understand. We can't want it for them as a parent. We can see all the potential in the world for them, but if they don't have it, mm-mm,
Just don't worry.
it's not gonna work. And that's how you're gonna help the children to stop killing in Columbus, Georgia.
See, my topic. See how
Your topic ain't had nothing to do with
it
it,
did
but
twist me a little
no,
bit.
it didn't. It did,
It,
and that's why I left Malcolm's stuff up here. It didn't. I
it
love you,
did.
Ursula.
Malcolm
It
helped me
did.
out.
It
Thank
didn't.
you, Malcolm.
It
Shout out,
didn't.
Malcolm. That's my dog.
But it did take 5 minutes for us to regain composure and come
Right.
back.
And it still came back. All three
It
shout out.
didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't. It
Because
didn't.
you
What
just
Malcolm
answered
say?
the question. I do think that, thank you, man. I do think I generated more than I answered. It's also to pass these resources out to you have to get back to having a community that's healthy like this show. That Malcolm! That's my dog. Malcolm is my guy. I need
Whatever.
Malcolm to ride with me tonight. Joanna, listen to that Malcolm. P, listen to that Malcolm.
Whatever.
Malcolm. Yes. I thought, see, it sounded crazy. But see, we twisted it.
It sounded crazy because it didn't make a bit of sense the way you said
It
it.
was bad timing.
It had
It was
nothing to
bad
do with you.
timing.
No,
It was
no, no,
bad
no, no, no,
timing.
no.
It's
You know
supposed
what? I'm gonna let you have this one because you're
to
still wrong, and this time you strong and
Malcolm
wrong.
answered it. Malcolm answered it. Thank you, Malcolm.
Malcolm,
Malcolm
he
took
didn't
care of
answer your he didn't answer
it.
your
Malcolm
question,
tied it in perfectly. That's my guy. Malcolm took care of it.
and
Thank
you
you,
still strong and wrong.
Malcolm is right. I was wrong for the timing of the.
Joanna, explain how your baby got her business started and why.
Okay, you're
I'm
right.
sure, I'm sure you didn't force it on
Right.
her.
I'm going to explain. She wanted to do it herself. She wanted
Mm-hmm.
to do it herself. I don't even know how to start a business like that. So you're right. I don't know. She probably watched something on the TV. I don't know if her mother talked to her, but it was something she was interested in doing. And I had zero to do. The only thing Daddy did was mark once she gave me the green light to do it, because Daddy know people. But that was it. But as far as her, maybe she paid attention to what her mother was doing, but still, even what her mother is doing is not close to what she's doing, and she
Mm-hmm.
wants to do it herself.
Mm-hmm.
So it does go back to what Nietzsche was saying as far as you got to want to do it. So I agree with that part. But yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that. Joanna.
You gonna leave my Joanna alone because
Oh, you can have Joanna. I got my boy.
Joanna and T Harris was with me tonight. They was like, "What? Wait a minute, what the
Hey,
fuck?" No, I'm telling you, I was already laughing, but when Joanna came back with the fuck, that just took me all the way
you
out.
know, he's too. But Malcolm saved me. I'm not worried about it. I'm not.
Yeah, because he felt sorry for you, because that
No,
was
if
just
he did, he
wrong.
came back because the bottom line is he explained what needed to be done.
Whatever, Joker.
Malcolm is my dog. Dinner on me, bruh. I got you. I got you.
Whatever, Joker.
That's my dog right there. Malcolm. But he helped me out tonight. I just
Yes, he did.
he helped me out. Malcolm, power to Malcolm. We ain't thinking about Joanna and her Girl Scout. Joanna, you my girl. You my
Oh
girl. I gotta mess with
gosh.
you. I love you, Joanna. I love
Oh
you. It wouldn't be
god.
me, and I love T too. I love T as well. Uh,
That shit was funny
yeah,
though.
at the time. But anyway,
So
I
how would you help the youth? Oh, I'm sorry, you said you went because you don't know anything about it.
like I've never how you started a business about shooting. No, I
I
didn't. We
I
have.
brought it back up again by accident.
Oh, okay. No. What I didn't even see other options. I think what our youth are hypnotized by the most is by athletics, and they're hypnotized by hip hop music. And I get it.
Hip
That's
hop.
yeah,
That
music.
hip hop is trash. You ever heard listen to some of the music?
Listen, now we can't step on this.
Hold on.
I
Well, let me
agree.
just say this one thing since you went all the way to the left. Let me go do a half right turn.
Okay, have right.
Why my daughter said that? Pop Smoke was better than Biggie. I
She,
like to
she don't,
lost my goddamn mind.
yeah, she don't know about
I
it. You
girl,
know why she said that? You know why she said that? Because
because it's her generation.
it's her generation.
I said, have you lost your rabbit ass mind?
Yeah. You know what the sad thing about it? She hasn't heard any of Biggie's music, so she doesn't know.
She had you alive. She ain't never heard none of Biggie's music and
If
Tupac.
she sat down and listened at Biggie, she wouldn't make that statement. There's no way you can play a Pop Smoke record next to a Biggie record and think that's good. She's saying that because it's
I told her Jay Z wouldn't be as big as he was if Biggie was still around. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're right. They don't know music. But
they don't
anyway,
they
you
don't.
know, I just think that black business. I think a lot of times. Let's go back to black businesses. I think a lot of times, some people expect black owners to just give freely all the time and not consider that this is a whole business.
Yeah.
Um, like I, like for example, I was talking to my line sisters, and we was talking about this product that I'm coming out with. And I was like, "Do you know?" I said, "I followed this one girl off of YouTube, and I went to her website and looked at all her stuff, and I follow her on IG or whatever." I said, "Do you know she sells blah 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 for $60?" They was like, "Fuck that! I ain't buying that." Da, 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 da. And I was like, "No, but it's a luxury product, so I understand." And they was like, I'm not buying that." And I'm like,
Really.
"I get it, but
Yeah,
I just
I think it just depends on the person. I'm all for supporting black businesses. I'm all for going to restaurants that are black
and
owned.
it was a black girl too."
Yeah, I'm all for it. It's just that when I do go there, if the service sucks, I just won't go back. If I order and the service sucks, I won't order again. But I'm all for seeing what it's about if it's of my interest.
I give you, even if you suck, I give you at least two tries. Cause it
It
might be an
depends on
awful. For
it.
example, I went to this when I worked part time in the salon. This guy came in. They had just opened up a restaurant. It was like one of those mom and pop restaurants, and so he was like, we sell blah 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 blah, and I was like, well, is the food good? I'm just fucking with him, right? I said, is the food good? So he was like, yeah, the food real good. I said, who cooking the food? He said, my mama. I said, well, you probably don't know no better because that's all you grew up eating. I was playing with him, right? But we wound up ordering from there. So we all ordered different stuff, and we was gonna just,
Right.
order different stuff, and then everybody take a plate, and try different stuff. You understand what I'm saying? When I tell you that shit was nasty,
Well, you know what?
it was disgusting. So hold on, we went back again. That could have been an off day.
Okay. It
Mama,
happens.
mama, mama probably wasn't working. Auntie
Right.
wasn't working. Maybe daughter started cooking. I don't know.
It happens. It happens. It happens. You went back
We
twice.
went, we went back. That shit was nasty.
Yeah.
The third time somebody said, "Y'all want to try more?" Everybody was like, "No, no."
Yeah. Well, you know what? We had a similar situation down in Atlanta. I'm definitely not going to say the name of the restaurant, but I had classmates uh, meet me at a particular restaurant in Atlanta, and it's black owned, soul
Mhm.
food. So I'm thinking soul food. My wife, we think soul food is going to be great. We get and we get to this location and we eat the food and it was.
Was it
But
good?
so I know for a fact I won't go back there or whatever.
Yeah,
But it was good. Like you said, I'm very open to giving it a try again,
yeah.
but I got to think about it. I got to think about it. But it just, yeah, it just, it didn't work. So I get it. Sometimes it happens. It happens.
I do try. I will before I write a business completely off. I will try to give that business at least two times, depending on what it is. Three times. um, because again, it might be an off day. Who
It
knows?
happens. It happens.
Things
Yeah.
happen. and I think the reason I do it also is because I too am an entrepreneur. So, I understand sometimes things can be off, you know. Um but I will tell you this, what doesn't work with any type of business normally, yelling at the customer service rep or the waitress at the restaurant.
You said
When we
customers yelling at the customers or the customers?
No, the customers yelling at the customer service rep or the waitress that brought you your food.
Oh, well, two things I learned. I don't piss off anybody that's responsible for my food.
I knew you was gonna say
Do that.
that.
You can have a rough night that night,
jo-
so I don't.
Joanna, you're right. After 3 times, ain't no one got for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Now, what I will tell you this too. I won't bash your business.
No. I'm not. That's why I
I
didn't
won't.
say
I
that.
won't. I won't bash your business. If somebody says, "Hey, I went to Papados," I don't particularly care for Papados. Okay,
I love
I'm just
Papa
gonna
Do's.
be honest.
Um,
Maybe
and
it
I,
was what I had the time that I was there. But if somebody said, "Hey, I went to Papados and I ate blah 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 blah," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, how was it? Oh, I liked it. Blah blah blah. You ever been to Papados? Yeah. What you get? I got blah blah blah. Maybe it was off day. I didn't like it when I went. I didn't like it. But they were nice and gave me, asked me if I wanted something else. But I just don't. I don't see the purpose of bashing a business. It's a difference
oh,
between bashing a business and just giving an unsatisfactory review. If that makes sense.
yeah.
To go out your way to bash a a business, you got to spend a lot of time and wasted energy to do that. When all you have to do is just say, "Yeah, my service wasn't as it expected, or the product I got wasn't what I expected." But to bash, I mean, have you just went to buy something and just read the reviews, like not the good ones, but just the negative reviews?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. If I see things that has good reviews, I tend not to read those. I will read the negative ones. Not that I like negativity, because I do not like negativity. I like peace and blessings, right? But just to read some of the things that people say, they could legit make you or break you in your
Yeah.
business. And you have to, my nose is itching tonight. You have to be that person that's reading the reviews. You gotta be able to decipher between, oh, this is a legitimate complaint versus the bullshit. And I don't think people do that. What Joanna say? Joanna says I read the negative to filter whether I make the person. Exactly. Exactly. I don't read the nice stuff, because sometimes I be feeling like on Amazon, I swear sometimes on Amazon it be people that work there that give these places good reviews or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So I would rather read the negative stuff and read through the bullshit, because a lot of times you will find people that will say, I didn't like the product. The product was pretty good up until, or the product was pretty good except for. I can take those negative reviews, but to just be like, I can't. I can't. Okay, so Malcolm said, I think it's
That's
important for us to take a personal stake in these businesses exactly, and spend our money on to get personal and owners and development relationships. That's what they. That's what the whiteys do. And also purchase stock in these places that you spending your money at all the time, like Walmart and Target and what else? Um Apple products. I got all my stuff is Apple. The things that you spend a lot of your money in, purchase stocks in it. I got a Peloton bike. um, I hear people buying Tesla. If I, I'm gonna be honest, if I could afford Amazon stocks, Lord,
hey,
whoa! Do you know Amazon stocks are over $3,000?
yeah.
over $3,000. Hold on, I got one better than that one. I looked up Samsung because I don't own a Samsung, but I know Samsung is a good is a good company. Do you know how much Samsung stock was? 88. One share was 88,000. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Am I reading this right?" I said that to three different people to make sure I was reading that right. One share. One share. Amazon is hella expensive.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have a good old time.
You don't talk about stocks either, do you? Erskine.
So when
What you say?
no, I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying I don't know about the stocks. I don't know about like that.
That's why I started laughing. I said, you don't know about nothing about
No,
stocks either.
yeah, and I don't trust it anyway. Not with what's going on in this country right about now. So I'm a little iffy about that. I would have to really sit down and understand that stuff, especially with what's going on now.
Yeah.
I'm a little on the nervous side to invest because America ain't doing it. That's just my.
I mean, you're right. Joanna, I wish I had gotten there on Amazon because I've been an Amazon member since 2004.
Oh wow.
When Amazon only, when look, I've been with Amazon so long. I've been with Amazon when they sold nothing but books. How about that? That's a long damn time.
That's a long time. That's a long time. Well,
stocks is a business. It's a business.
But Joanna, how about you teach stocks to these kids? How about you teach the stocks to the kids? Teach. How about you teach our kids so they don't kill Joanna, Doctor Joanna? I need you to be teaching something to the kids. Why you talking about me killing other kids? Oh, wait till homecoming, Joanna. I'll see you in October, Joanna. Hopefully,
you ain't going nowhere in October.
Yes, I am.
Don't I owe you a trip down there too in October with the homecoming? I am. I was gonna go last year, but COVID happened.
No. That was 2019. That was 2019.
Right. 2019, I didn't go. I said I'd go the following year, and then COVID happened.
That was 2020. We knew it was going to happen in 2020, but we'll see. I'll extend the invitation again, Joanna, for Nitra to come down to Atlanta.
Young man, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, Siri popped up. No, we talked about it in 2019. I said, okay, I missed it this year. I'll go the next year, which was 2020. We didn't know that COVID was coming around in 2020. What is wrong with you?
But I didn't even talk about it in 2020. It was out the window in 2020. We're talking about 2020. I know that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I knew that.
What's wrong with you? You been drinking? Or you been doing this?
You tried to. We knew it wasn't no homecoming in 2020.
What?
I'll see you. We're going to invite Nitra, but Nitra ain't coming. She ain't coming.
I will come. I am coming.
Couldn't even get you to ride 4 hours up to New York. So we know you're not coming to Atlanta. But it's okay. We love you, but we're going to invite you, though.
Joanna, I think he been drinking too, Joanna.
No, y'all been drinking. Joanna, you been drinking. I ain't been drinking nothing. That's Joanna drinking, talking about some damn Girl Scout cookies. She been off the whole night. That's Joanna drinking. I see
think he been drinking. He been drinking, Joanna.
No, I haven't been drinking. I haven't had anything to drink. That's you, Joanna. You drinking tonight because you're a little loud wire tonight with your crazy ass. I don't know what you want. Normally you're a little calm, Doctor. You ain't calm tonight. But anyway, let me get off this thing. I gotta hit another thing. But listen, I want to say I love y'all. We gonna wrap this thing up and we'll twist this thing up and drop our gems. I don't know what the hell Joanna was talking about. But anyway,
what's your gem?
Huh?
What's your gem of the night? Don't mix up two damn different topics. Boom, there you go. And have to get somebody to bail you out.
Malcolm, I ain't work. Malcolm's my dog. Malcolm is my homie. Malcolm helped me out. Malcolm, that's my dog right there. But no, my gem tonight is definitely support Black business and if possible, but also educate our youth, show our youth and also keep good energy around you, keep good laughs around you. And despite my topic being off, we still got good laughs, and that's what we need during these times. We definitely need these times to continue to smile on our face because we don't know when and how the world is going to be after what's been going on with this whole COVID situation. But we know that there's friendship and there's love and there's always support. So that is my gym for the night, and I'm gonna pass it on over.
Wrong way.
Oh, that way. I did it right.
Well, my gym of the night is make sure Erson's not drinking when we start this show.
I didn't drink. I didn't drink. I didn't drink.
Maybe he should have been drinking then. Maybe
Maybe
that's what he should have been doing. But
Joanna
anyway,
did it for us tonight.
support your black business. Give them at least 2 to 3 chances before you just X them off. Never bash a black business. But have corrective criticism when you're gonna correct them, and let's just enjoy one another. Love on your family. Tell your family and your friends that you love them because today is not promised. The next day isn't promised either. And we love you. We'll see you back week after next because I will not be on. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. And we love you. Same bat channel in 2 weeks. Same bat time. If you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss, please, 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 please do not hesitate to hit us up. Because sometimes we do not have a topic, and sometimes we're scrambling for things to
Right.
talk about to actually keep you all engaged and entertained. So again, we thank you and see you next week.
And we like y'all. And also, before we go, if you have any businesses, since we talk about black businesses, if you have any businesses or any eateries, whatever, could you send us something so we can promote it and put it out there just to continue to support each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we've been asking, we've been saying, hey, we'll support you. Just give us your business information, your legitimate ones, not your drug dealing and hustling.
Right. Malcolm.
Bye.
Come on.